Dr. Donna.
And Dr. Chris.
Welcome to part of our kitchen, for whatever you can see. But today we are here to actually tell you a little bit about our paleo challenge and our paleo reset that we'll be doing. As you've seen in the tip of the week, our challenge will be starting on January 27th. So this is an awesome little 30-day journey that you will be doing with us. In this video, we will actually go over what the 30-day challenge means, what paleo even means, because I know some of you have asked those questions. Any kind of challenges that may come up for you or things that may be different, of course, throughout the entire journey. We'll give you some little bits about what to do for exercise. We'll talk to you a little bit about specific snacks and nutrition. And lastly, we'll tell you how to sign up and participate with us. It's a lot of fun. I really recommend you do it. Dr. Chris and I actually started January 6th. So by the time you start reset, we'll be finishing one set and we're actually going to go another 30 days with you.
60 days. So if you feel like you're struggling through, day 2, we've already been doing it for 32 days.
Yes, yes. And both of us actually started paleo May of 2013. I started it particularly because I was having some hormonal issues and some digestive issues. And ever since then, it's completely turned everything around in my life. And I will forever be grateful. And the only thing that I want to add about paleo is it's not really a diet. Whether you do reset or you just take on paleo for your whole life, it's more of a lifestyle choice. It's just the way we eat. Yes, we'll dabble. Yes, I'll have some other things. We're not completely strict, of course. However, 80 to 90% of our food does come from paleo, and we are very cautious about what we eat.
And like Dr. Donna said, our journey started May 2013. Well, because of this, so if she's doing it, I gotta make sure I'm on board too. But trust me, it has nothing about it has been a struggle. It's been fun. We've explored and had so many good foods, and even and you won't get to do this in the 30 days, and we'll go through this in the distinction between reset and regular paleo, but so many good treats and things that you wouldn't expect would be paleo, and you'll get to learn all of that throughout this journey. Awesome.
Well, stay tuned. This video is going to be a couple parts, so I hope you have a blast watching, and I look forward to having you participate. Bye! Hi guys, it's Dr. Donna again. I'm going to talk to you for a few minutes about what paleo actually is. So paleo, some of you may have heard referred to as like a hunter-gatherer diet or a caveman diet. And the reason why it's called that is because the foods that encompass paleo are very, very, very simple. Number 1, it contains any and all proteins, whatever you choose to have. Number 2, you get to do any and all vegetables. Of course, except if you have like autoimmune issues and stuff, then we may, limit that list down. 3, it encompasses fruit. Excuse me, I almost forgot that word. But little bits of fruit, because fruit, at the end of the day, as healthy as it is for us, it does have a lot of sugar. It also contains great, great fats, saturated fats, for example, avocado, olive oil, coconut. You can have nuts and seeds, of course. And yes, during regular paleo, you can have some treats. But typically what you're doing, if you're baking, you're using like almond flour, coconut flour, and most of your sweeteners are going to be things like coconut nectar, raw honey, or things like maple syrup. So when you look at the list I just told you, it's really basic food. I think sometimes people get discouraged from starting like a new way of eating because you feel like, oh my God, what's it going to be? Do I have to go buy 18 other things from the store that I don't already own? But absolutely not. When it comes to paleo, it's very, very simple things. And you get to play around with so many things, so it's not the same boring meal. I know I've used this example where I say some people think, oh my God, I only have to eat chicken and broccoli for the rest of my life and I can't have anything else. No. If at any point you feel like you're starving during our challenge or that your body feels deprived, you're absolutely doing something wrong, because that's definitely not going to be the case here. So that's your little Paleo 101. And now Dr. Chris will tell you a little bit about what full paleo is versus what the 30-day reset that we're all going to do together. Have fun!
Hey everyone, I'm going to be talking about the difference between the 30-day reset and regular paleo. Because the 30-day reset is going to be a little more strict than your typical paleo diet. So, some of the things that we're going to be looking at, Dr. Donna already talked about the proteins and the nuts and the seeds and the veggies, higher amount of veggies than fruits, but there are some things that you can add in after the 30 days, and we're going to make it more lifestyle specific. Let me explain. So the first 30 days, our job is to clear out the gut, reduce inflammation, and instill a new habit. So if you're strict on those first 30 days, it's going to be a lot easier for all of the days past that to really stick to this as a lifestyle. And what we preach is that at the very minimum, we're 80% paleo, and the other 20% we have some personal playroom, okay? Dr. Donna mentioned earlier that we're probably about 90 to 95% paleo, and we have a little wiggle room just because we have found the treats and the other things that we like to still be within a paleo realm. So wherever you fall in, try to at least after the 30 days be at least 80% paleo. So after that, after the 30 days, some people will say, you know, why do we say that it's 30 days? Why don't we just say do this for a lifetime? Because that's obviously the healthiest. Well, we want some wiggle room in there just because we're human beings. You're going to be at a party or a company thing or whatever it is, and there's going to be some temptation, and you shouldn't feel guilty about it as long as you're maintaining at least 80% or greater. So when we get into lifestyle recommendations, there are going to be some different things that you need. So I'll give you an example from our lives. We work out, we have a high level of fitness, we CrossFit 3 to 4 times a week. That is physically draining sometimes. Sometimes it's exhausting, but we love it, and it's a great way to exercise and get your fitness on. We'll talk a little bit more about the CrossFit portion that will be a part of the Innate Paleo Challenge. But the other part of it is that we're on our feet all day, we're adjusting all day, and we're constantly physical. So we do have a bit more of the starchy vegetables than maybe someone whose sole purpose with paleo is weight loss. So we have sweet potatoes quite often because they're a complex carbohydrate. They give us the fuel that we need to keep going without feeling like we're too hungry or that we're fatiguing or anything like that. So for some people, you may need to do a little more of the starchy vegetables. For others, you may cut that if you want weight loss or wherever you fit, and we can help guide you through that process to make sure that your version of paleo matches your lifestyle. So there are some other things that you will be able to add in after the 30 days. Things like certain sweeteners like honey. Honey is in a lot of paleo goods. Coconut palm sugar is in a lot of paleo goods, especially like the baked stuff or the sweet treats. One of the things that we rave highly about, especially because they are simple product or simple ingredients, are Hail Marys. Hail Mary is the brand, and they have both macaroons and tarts. And we frequently will purchase those and take them to a party. If we know that there's going to be birthday cake and we want something sweet too, we'll take that. So we usually, sometimes we'll take one to share with others because once they see we're eating something different and they taste it and how amazing it tastes, well, they want some too. So there are different things that you're going to be able to add in. So look at the 30 days as, boom, we're strict. We're going to go through those 30 days to instill new habits, clean and cleanse out the gut, reduce inflammation, and make sure that it's something that you can sustain for a good long time once you're able to start adding in some new things. So as we go through the process, we'll certainly be around to ask questions. You can submit them through the Facebook page. You can submit them on email, and obviously as you come in for your adjustments, you can certainly talk to us. And if you have any guidance as to what's different between the 30 days and the rest of your life, you can also find resources on that in the Paleo 30-Day Reset book that you'll be getting. Dr. Kellyanne, who wrote that book, goes into great detail about what the distinction between the first 30 days and the rest of your life really look like. So look out for that there as well. And don't worry guys, it'll be fun, it'll be easy, and as you continue to feel better and better, you're just going to be fueled by that momentum. So 30 days, no problem, you got this. See you on the other side.
Alright my dears, so now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some really good benefits that come with just paleo and the paleo challenge that we're going to do. And I'm also going to walk you through a little bit throughout the weeks on what you might feel, especially if this is going to be something completely brand new that you've never kind of dabbled into. One of the greatest benefits that I found for paleo was as you start to take out these terrible grains, these genetically modified foods, carbohydrates, bad sugars, then your body's inflammatory levels actually completely drop, which is absolutely awesome. As we know, the higher the inflammation in our body, the unhealthier we are. Something else that's wonderful is you will have such better sleep because, again, your body's not trying to take the time that it's supposed to be resting and digesting, trying to figure out what you just ate all day and what the stresses that you are that you put on your body are. You will also have a nice consistent mood, which is great because you don't have to be the crazy one for the people in your life. But why that happens is because you're not going to be yo-yoing, you're not going to have all these sugar spikes and crashes, and you're going to be burning a lot of good fat. Now, throughout this entire experience, yes, you might lose some weight, but guess what? Put that scale away because that's not going to be the point throughout this challenge. A lot of people have dropped weight. I've dropped weight doing it too, but that's not why I do it. I do it because I know it's a complete separate reset to my gut, to my healing, and it's just going to push me in a better direction. And I'm going to be able to kind of choose this path that I'm going to be on for eating forever. With that said, if you've never ever done something like this, or you know, your diet is very high in carbohydrates, or you've got a lot of sugars, then you're going to go through a few things. Typically what ends up happening that first week especially is you go through something called a carb flu. So you might feel shaky, your body might be a little bit achy, you almost feel like you're coming down with the flu, but you're not. And the reason that's happening is because your entire system is working to completely detox whatever gunk you built up into it. Now I will warn you, please, whatever you do, do not binge like 2 days before because you will make that first week even more miserable for yourself. If you're gonna eat a pizza, do it Monday when you're watching this video. Please don't wait till 2 days before because too many times we feel like, oh my God, I'm gonna be so restricted for 30 days. I'm gonna eat 18 things that I shouldn't on Sunday so by Monday I can start my diet. Now mind you, we're starting this on a Tuesday because you should be able to start healthy eating on any day of the week, and that Monday will never come if we keep that up. And number two, just remember that if you don't think it's going to be difficult, it's not going to be difficult. Will you have times where you might think, what did I get myself into? Maybe. Or will you have times that you think, okay, this is really different, I didn't plan properly, and you might be starving because you didn't plan properly, not because of what you're eating. Absolutely, but if you really encompass that belief system that, hey, guess what? I can do this. It's 30 days, guys. 30 days. You can do absolutely anything for 30 days. So just keep that mentality throughout the entire time. And just know that we are absolutely here as a support system. You're going to have a private Facebook page that everybody who is doing the challenge is going to go on. So go on there, vent, ask for, you know, recipes, ask for a snack. Plus you'll be receiving a little box, which we'll talk about in a little bit, with some things in there to eat already. But please reach out to any of us. I've done this plenty of times. It's the way Dr. Chris and I eat. We've both done Reset a bunch of times. So please, if you have any questions, just let us know. Now, as you go on throughout week 2, week 3, week 4, that's when you're going to start to see a lot more magic happening, or really start to feel that difference. You are going to be burning that fat. You are going to be sleeping better. You are going to be just degunking and detoxing that system, which is great. So keep that momentum going. Journal, which in your book you'll see, and kind of see how your body's doing. You know, see if one day you ate a certain thing and you may have had a reaction, or see the other day if your energy level was better or worse. Whatever it might be, just write it all down. So once these 30 days are done, you have somewhere to go after that. And again, one more time, do not forget, we are absolutely here for you as your support system, no matter what you might need. So I'm excited to have you join us. All right, it's me again. I wanted to tell you something, and I want to be a little bit serious, but kind of funny about it too. If you know that you will never make a change with your diet, don't do this. Because the last thing I'd want you to do is go 30 days, feel incredible, decrease all the inflammation, or a lot of the inflammation from your body, start to function better, have better energy, have better sleep, and then poo-poo all over it by going back to your regular way of eating day 31 and beyond. Why? Why go through that? It's like, you know, you don't go to work out for an hour and a half just so you can eat a breakfast burrito. Yeah, sometimes it seems like I justified this for myself, but let's be honest, guys. We're not doing this 30-day challenge for you just because it seemed like a fun thing to do, although it is. We're doing it because it is, when we look at food especially, it's a huge chemical subluxation. So if you remember, those subluxations do what? They interfere with your nervous system, and they don't allow your body to self-heal and self-regulate, and they just muck with your health. So if you are going to completely blow this whole thing afterwards and at least not allow yourself in transition time and change some course, don't participate. All right? See you later.
All right, everyone, now I want to talk about some of the added benefits that you'll be getting with the Innate Paleo Challenge, or by joining the Innate Paleo Challenge. So the first one is something that was very successful last year, and it's being a part of our private Facebook group. So last year, that Facebook group was a place for all of us to converse. A lot of people would express challenges if they, I remember a couple in particular in which someone at work, unexpectedly, someone brought a whole bunch of sweet treats. So they were kind of venting about their desire to want to have, I think it was donuts or something like that, have something like that. But because they immediately went to the Facebook page, they got support to, resist, stay strong, keep going. It certainly won't be worth it overall to their health. So it was a great place to share any sort of temptations or frustrations or challenges that you may be having. It was also a great place to share recipes. So a lot of people would post things in Dr. Kellyanne's 30-day guide. There are 30 days worth of recipes. So a lot of people were actually making those at home, putting pictures, and it was just a great place to have a sense of community so that you can check in. Dr. Don and I also will be posting videos weekly in that Facebook page to give you some additional encouragement, things we've heard, questions we've had asked about the challenge, or throughout it as we go along. So that is a huge benefit to really push you along and have that support system through the 30 days. One of the other big things is now for this Innate Paleo Challenge, we're partnering with OneStopPaleoShop.com. If you attended our, what do we call it? We called it Paleo for the Holidays workshop a couple months ago. They actually were at that event. They set up a booth, and a lot of folks actually purchased a lot of the products because they were perfect for baking and all the things that were going into Thanksgiving and the Christmas holidays and all that stuff. So they are partnering with us on this, and they've created a starter kit. So the starter kit, you'll see details below this video, down there, you'll see details on this, and what they've provided are a whole bunch of bars, snacks, things that really challenge some folks, because typically when you're out in the world and you're looking for a snack, or you're between meals, whether it's at the office or on the run, if you've ever tried to just go get a snack and you're not near a Whole Foods or a farmer's market or something like that, and it's an inconvenient time, your choices are pretty limited and they're not very paleo. So having some of these things is going to be great. So you're going to be getting between $50 and $60 worth of awesome products that are completely paleo and definitely approved for the first 30 days of this challenge. And then their site is chock full of all kinds of great paleo products. And all of the products on their site are great for a lifetime of paleo, most of them for this first 30 days, but certainly what will be included in your starter box will definitely be approved for the first 30 days. So you'll see details below in terms of what the exact contents of that box are. The things that we love is that this is all food that you're going to be buying anyway, so that putting it into your box is a great resource for you, because some of the things you may not have tried. One of the things that, one of the bars that they have, the RX bars, are one of my personal favorites. They're delicious, they're 30-day reset approved, and they're just good. It doesn't feel like you're eating anything paleo, and most of it, like we've said several times, none of it should feel like we're eating weird health food or cardboard or, just constrained to broccoli and chicken breast. So there's that. The last thing that I want to cover in terms of benefits of being a part of the Innate Paleo Challenge is CrossFit. So Dr. Don and I are avid CrossFitters. We've been doing it since sometime last year, and it is so much fun. For us, it has been a great way to become more physically fit, have greater energy, start to see increases in strength, and really it's been the first exercise in a long time that we've started to see changes in our own physical bodies fairly quickly. I think it's just because of the variety of different movements and exercises that we're doing each and every class. So our box, if you don't know this by now, CrossFitters have their own language. You gotta kind of learn it to be able to understand what they're talking about, but instead of a gym, they call it a box. So our box is CrossFit Resistance here in Pasadena, and they are huge supporters of what we're doing with our Innate Paleo Challenge. So as a result, they have put together a special rate for us. So if you are wanting to add to the Innate Paleo Challenge your component of fitness at a fairly high level, they've made it super easy for you. So they have a special rate. Details are down below underneath this video. So check that out. We would love to be we'd love to work out with you guys. It's just be a new level of what you'll be doing, and it'll be fun just to hang in a new environment. So let me just get to this part, because over the years as chiropractors, people have asked us a lot, you know, is CrossFit safe? Is it crazy? Is it this? Is it that? And we were hesitant and we were cautious about it for a long time until we just decided we're going to go find out. We're going to explore. And the thing that we really determined is that it really depends on your coaches. There are plenty of ways to be irresponsible or unsafe in the gym during a CrossFit exercise, but you know what? A lot of those same things would take place at any other gym, whether it's a big gym like LA Fitness or one of those, or a smaller boutique gym. It's all about your form, and really the people that are watching your form is who really matters. So the coaches over at CrossFit Resistance have been great. We've worked out with all of them up till this point, and all of them have been very diligent in watching form, especially with the newbies. So there was a time where, you know, I was working out with a much scaled down version of the weights that were recommended for the exercise. Dr. Donna has gone through the same thing. So have no fear, you know, no one's going to require you to put like 400 pounds over your head or deadlift 1,000 pounds or anything like that. It is all scaled to your skill level. So as you get stronger, yeah, we're going to add on, but you would have done that at any other gym as well. So trust us, from a chiropractic standpoint, it is safe. We do it ourselves. If it wasn't safe, we wouldn't do it. So thanks, huge thanks to CrossFit Resistance for offering a special rate for the Innate Paleo Challenge. I invite you guys to join and let us know. We'll talk about what classes we go to, if you want to come to our classes, or what the coaches have even talked about is that if there's enough of us, they'll add an additional class where we can all get together. Maybe it'll be once a week, maybe every 2 weeks during the challenge, in order to all be a community together that we're changing our eating, but also changing our fitness as well. So take advantage. If you'd like to join, the details are below on how to take part of the fitness portion of it through CrossFit Resistance. So thanks guys. If you have any questions about any of it, whether it's the onestop.paleoshop.com, the Facebook group, CrossFit, 30-day reset, anything, all questions, you can certainly ask us. We're easy to get a hold of, and certainly we can discuss during your next adjustment. So see you guys soon, and we're really looking forward to this challenge. It was so much fun last year, and we can't wait to see the results and your growth through this, and like Dr. Donna said earlier, not just through this 30 days, but well beyond. See you later.